Roughly 10% of Egypt's population are Coptic Christian.
Copts.
Milad Hanna has been working his whole life to improve relations between Copts and Muslims in Egypt. He's a writer, a professor, and former member of parliament. We spoke to him about his career, his faith, and the recent sectarian clashes in Egypt.
Can you discuss the origins of Coptic Christianity and where the term Copt comes from?
Copts come from Egyptus. Copts actually does not mean anything. It means Egyptian. I quite often write in my books and in my talk that in Egypt there exists Christian Copts and Muslim Copts, where all of them are Copts because of them are Egyptians.
I'd love to ask you about your Pope, Pope Shenouda. I believe he endorsed President Mubarak for another term several years ago. What was your impression of that?
We don't consider that Pope Shenouda is the head of the Copts. The head of the Copts is President Mubarak. President Mubarak is the president and the head of the Egyptians, both Copts and Muslims. Therefore, we are conscious that we are first-class citizens and not second-class citizens.
Article 2 in the Constitution must not be one of your favorites.
The article that Islam is the religion of the state, let me be very frank with you, I feel it's a joke. What does it mean that the state of Egypt is having an Islamic religion? It's a joke. We here as Copts, we could well be 10% of the Egyptian community. Nevertheless, we are fairly rich. I guess that the percentage of illiteracy among the Copts here are Copts. Is high. It's fair enough and does not hurt my feeling that in the article says that Islam is a religion of the state. Because as I told you, I look at it as an intellect that it's a joke.
With regard to presidential succession, whenever it may happen, do you see it as inevitable, as some do, that Gamal Mubarak will take over?
No. The potentials and the possibilities that Gamal Mubarak will be the coming president, nevertheless, is not inevitable. If Gamal proves that he's a strong man and he could well be a good statesman, he could be, well, there is no objection to that. Nevertheless, I guess that to the public opinion, Gamal Mubarak has not qualified himself to be the coming president. He has only qualified himself to be the son of the president. Being the son of the president is not enough qualifications to be the president.
I just wanted to ask you about the latest sectarian strife and clash between Christian and Muslim in Egypt.
It's happening because the West is attacking Islam. Therefore, the Muslims here feel that Islam is being attacked in the West, and here we are having a Christian minority. Egypt is fully qualified for this coexistence because this coexistence stayed here for 14 centuries. All the difficult times of hardship and clashes between Christianity and Islam and the crusade and so on, it passed by Egypt. There is no reason not to be sure that Christianity will continue in Egypt for the future, at least in the seen future.
And then what was it like when you, in your career, going from being a very private citizen to being quite a public, well-known figure? What was that like for you?
Well, I am just myself. I became known through my career as a good civil engineer, and my career as a writer and a thinker. I like this photograph because it's a shot with my friend Naguib Mahfouz, the very famous Nobel Prize winner. This is the a very special medal from the King of Sweden. I was given this Simon Bolivar from UNESCO on the very same occasion, jointly with Nelson Mandela. I think on the whole, I'm very content with my career and very content with my life.